Hey everyone, I'm Tim, and this is my top 10 new game releases for 2014 to 2015. Enjoy. Number 1, H1Z1. This is a fun-looking MMO sandbox zombie survival game. This game offers some really cool features, including farming, building, crafting, hunting, PvP, driving, looting, and much more. This is definitely going to be a really interesting game, and I can't wait to play it. Because every time I watch zombie movies or play old zombie games, it always annoys me how you can't choose what they do. Like when I'm watching The Walking Dead, I always think, why don't they just move the cars up against the fence instead of waiting for the zombies to knock it down? Or why don't they put up more barricades around the fence and then dig pits for the zombies to fall in? But from the looks of how much control this game gives you in a sandbox environment, it seems that will no longer be a problem, as you can pretty much do whatever you want. My only concern is because it's an MMO, it might get annoying if you spend a lot of time building up a really cool base, and then you log in the next day to find it's been destroyed by some random players. But hopefully that won't be the case. H1Z1 will be available on PS4, Xbox One and PC, and will be coming out late 2014. Number 2, Assassin's Creed Unity. This Assassin's Creed game takes place during the French Revolution, following the previous game Black Flag. This time you are playing a character called Arnaud Dorian, who joined the Assassins to investigate the murder of his father. This game has improved graphics, a massive map with tons of cool things to find and do like side quests and collectibles. The stealth, climbing and combat systems have also been improved to make your gameplay more smooth and prevent the accidental falling to your death caused by clicking the wrong button, like I always used to do on the previous games. Assassin's Creed Unity will be available on PS4, Xbox One and PC, and will be coming out on the 11th of November 2014. Number 3, Far Cry 4. Much like all the other next-gen console games, this has some shit-hot graphics and looks really fun. The story to Far Cry 4 is much like all the other Far Cry games. You start off on a scary island full of wildlife that wants to eat you, and not so friendly natives who probably also want to eat you. Far Cry 4 will be available on PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One and PC. It's due to release on November 18th. Number 4, Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pains. In this game you follow mercenary boss Venom Snake during the Soviet War as he travels through Afghanistan and Africa to get revenge on people who faced him during the events of Ground Zeroes. Metal Gear Solid 4 will be available on PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One and PC, and will launch sometime in 2015. Number 5, The Witcher 3. This is a massive open world game with over 100 hours of gameplay, with a tactical and multi-layered combat system, and really beautiful graphics. If Witcher 3 is anything like the previous Witcher games, it's going to be pretty amazing. It will be available on Xbox One, PS4 and PC. Number 6, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Not much is known about this game yet, except it's an action-adventure third-person shooter. And if it's anything like the previous Uncharted games, then it's going to be badass. This will be available exclusively on PS4 and comes out sometime in 2015. Number 7, Watch Dogs. In this game you play a hacker who is set out to avenge the accidental death of his niece. You are able to hack into tons of different things around the city, allowing for various ways to solve the current objective. Some examples of hacking you can do in the game is raise security barriers, stop trains, turn out lights, and much more. You can also slow down time to help with shooting. I never knew hackers could do that, but hey, I'm not complaining. It will be available on all common platforms including PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One and PC, and will be released around late November. Number 8. The Evil Within. This single-player survival horror game allows players to use tons of cool weapons, including guns, knives, grenades, and a crossbow that can shoot a range of interesting bolts, capable of blinding, electrocuting, exploding, or freezing the target. The story is you're a cop investigating a gruesome murder. You get knocked out, and when you wake up, everything has gone batshit insane and there's a bunch of monsters everywhere. Sounds good to me. The game is coming out in just a couple of days and will be available on all the usual consoles: PS3, PS4, 360, Xbox One, and Windows. Number 9. Dragon Age Inquisition. This fantasy game will be set in Theodas, the same location as the previous Dragon Age games. And this time the Templars and the Mages are at each other's throats again. The game is said to be more free roam compared to the previous games and have improved strategic combat systems. Dragon Age Inquisition is available on all usual consoles and comes out around late November. Number 10. The Forest. This first-person survival horror is an open-world sandbox game with no quest or mission. Your only objective is to survive. Your plane crashed and your son was taken by a half-naked cannibal. Ooh. When you wake up after the crash, you find yourself in a forest and you're able to gather some food, wood and plants and other things to build a shelter and a fire. It's kind of like Don't Starve, only a lot more scary, filled with half-naked cannibals and in better graphics. During the day you can hunt food and work on building up your base, and then during the night you have to fend off the local maniacs, who are luckily scared of fire. This game looks really epic and I can't wait to play it. It will be available on Windows and is currently in alpha. Well, that's my top 10 upcoming games. Which one was your favourite? Which one was shit? Which ones did I miss? Let me know in the comments and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.